call me sweetness, and I like to dance. Running the ball is like Mickey Moore Mance. We had the goal since training camp to give Chicago a Super Bowl champ. And we're not doing this because we're greedy. The Bears are doing it to feed the needy. We didn't come here to look for trouble. We just come here to do the Super Bowl shop.
This is Speedy Willie, and I'm world class. I like running, but I love to get the pass. I practice all day and dance all night. I gotta get ready for the Sunday fight. Now I'm as smooth as a chocolate swirl. I dance a little funky, so watch me, girl. There's no one here that does it like me. My Super Bowl shuffle will set you free.
I'm Samurai Mike, I shop 'em cold. Part of the defense, big and bold. I've been jamming for quite a while, doing what's right and setting the style. Give me a chance, I'll rock you good. Nobody messing in my neighborhood. I didn't come here looking for trouble. I just came to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
We are the Bears, shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so bad, we know it's good. Blowing your mind like we knew we would. You know we're just strutting for fun, strutting our stuff for everyone. We're not here to start no trouble. We're just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
I'm the punky QB known as McMahon. When I hit the turf, I've got no plan. I just throw my body all over the field. I can't dance, but I can throw the field. I motivate the cats, I like to tease. I play so cool, I aim to please. That's why you all got here on the double to catch me doing the Super Bowl shuffle.
I'm mama's boy Otis, one of a kind. The ladies all leaning for my body and my mind. I'm slick on the floor as I can be, but ain't no sucker gonna get past me. Some guys are jealous of my style and class. That's why some end up on that. I didn't come here looking for trouble. I'm just getting down to the Super Bowl shuffle.
They say Jimbo is our man. If Jimmy can't do it, I sure can. This is Steve, and it's no wonder. I run like lightning, pass like thunder. So bring on Atlanta, bring on Dallas. This is for Mike and Papa Bear Hallis. But I'm not here to feathers ruffle. I just came here to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
I'm L.A. Mike and I play it cool. They don't sneak by me cause I'm no fool. I fly on the field and get on down. Everybody knows I don't mess around. I can break 'em, shake 'em any time of day. I like to steal it and make 'em pay. So please don't try to beat my hustle, cause I'm just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
We are the Bears, shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so bad, we know we're good. Blowing your mind like we knew we would. You know we're just strutting for fun, strutting our stuff for everyone. We're not here to start no trouble. We're just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
The sack man's coming, I'm your man. That is a quarterback slow, he's gonna get bent. We stop the run, we stop the pass. I like to dump guys on there. We love to play for the world best fan. You better start making the Super Bowl plan. But don't get ready or go through any trouble unless you practice the Super Bowl shuffle.
It's Gary here, and I'm Mr. Clean. They call me Hitman, don't know what they mean. They throw it long and watch me run. I'm on my man, one-on-one. But these guys cover it down to the bone. That's why they call it the 46 zone. Come on, everybody, let's scream and yell. We're gonna do the shuffle, then ring your bell.
You're looking at the fridge, I'm the rookie. I may be large, but I'm no dumb cookie. You see me hit, you see me run. When I kick and pass, we'll have more fun. I can dance, you will see. The others, they all learn from me. I didn't come here looking for trouble. I just came to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
The best thing on her. I don't know why you can put me down. Shit, I am the shit.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm a champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy. We shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents. This mine, the moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some. The skill is by one, y'all done. The game in the coffin. Referee screen, rest in peace. And think twice if you next to me. It's West. This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough for the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So Tempur-Pedic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these crickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, it's no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm a champion.
Guys, we see what it is. We see what it is. Y'all heard the song, the intro song. I know some of you cats don't like it. My guest said he turned over his bare least. That he turned in his flag. What we got going on now, I don't know. He might be ready to pick it back up. Let me bring my man on up. Let me bring him on up. Hey, what's going on, brother? What's happening?
What's up, bro? I knew you was on bullshit when I'm sitting in the studio listening to the damn Super Bowl shuffle. I knew you was on some bullshit. I'm like, man, these mocks done signed a handful of free agents. Now we playing the Super Bowl shuffle, bro. Oh my God. I accept this. I accept this. It's fine. I'm gonna let y'all get excited.
Man, look here, man. Look here, man. We gotta have something to look forward to. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to my man. We gotta have something to look forward to. We got to have something to look forward to. And with some things that are going on right now, hey man, look, I did a mock draft this weekend.
Okay.
And of course, this was prior to what happened in free agency. But I might have to do another mock draft. So mock draft 2.0 is coming soon. But with that being said, we're not going to get too far into the NFL. We know NFL's king. We know football is king. Even though there's no NFL games being played, there are free agents being signed, there are deals being made, there are trades being developed. And this is the cheating part of the free agency. It started at 12 noon, high noon. And boy, I disappoint. Shout out to the Chicago, but we're not going to get it. We're going to talk about, look. It's March, and we know when March comes around, we got to talk about basketball, right? We have college basketball, NIA basketball for my son and his squad, and we're going to talk a little bit of NBA. We ain't talking much NBA because NBA ain't really gave us nothing really to talk about. Not really. Every once in a while, they gave us Joe Embiid getting hurt out for season, Kyrie out for the season, the Luka trade. That's a few things, but not a lot here.
Nah. The state, it tells you the state of the NBA when the most talked about story is Stephen A. Smith and LeBron fake squaring up. Fake squaring up. You know what I'm saying, man? Just Nonsense. Absolute. We get freeze here. I think you might have froze, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I'm the only one that's seeing it, but yeah. Hold on. Let me see something here for a second. Stay in studio. I'm not sure if we are still live. Not sure if Hank is still with me. So I don't know. As long as I stay on, I guess I'm gonna keep talking. But I guess he'll jump back in or get this restarted. He's the one that's running the ship here. But I just keep going. I guess that's where the conversation is starting to go towards the LeBron thing. And that was primarily one of the big reasons I wanted to hop on tonight, because I felt it was nonsense. There you go. Yeah,
and I don't know what happened. I mean, we had some freezing going on over here. Internet was freezing for a minute. But we're not going to let that stop us. It must be a talking about your boy. Well, no, man. I know what it is. These Green Bay Packer fans, they got to be in, they working in Spectrum, and they heard that Super Bowl show, that we got to shut some shit down. But you're not. You're not going to stop this goddamn flow. But look. It's March. We're gonna get into this basketball first, because it's least important to me. Because we know football's king. We're gonna talk about the most. We gotta talk about my mock draft I put out. I put some work in this weekend, But before we're gonna get on, we're gonna talk about the NBA. There's some things that happen in the NBA. So let me set this up. So for those who don't know, Bronny is somehow, some way on the NBA roster. I don't know why. But he's on the NBA roster. He has a NBA contract. And we all know why. Shout out to nepotism. I'm all for it. I'm not going to fight it. I'm all for it. And with what LeBron is doing to get his son an opportunity, shout out to that brother. But some things are being said on a regular basis about Bronny. Whenever they get opportunity, they take some shots at Bronny. Now, some warranted, some are not. But this situation just recently happened. Depends on who you ask if it was warranted or not. My man Avon said he wanted to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
He said he wanted to discuss it. I said, hey, man, we could talk about it.
Hey, look.
So with that being said, look, Avon, I'm going to let you have it right here, because this was your conversation that you wanted to have about this situation with Bronny.
Right. Well, the first thing when I saw the clip, and I think if you've been around the block a few times, my first response was, man, Brian, you ain't going to hit nobody. Keep it moving, man. Like, you know, in your 20 years of NBA basketball, you ain't put a paw on one man. Now your first paw going to be on little Stephen A. Smith. Go on, man. You ain't going to hit nobody. Come on, cut it out. And it just, for me, it aggravates me, because sometimes we have to kind of think about the way things appear, right? You have a rich black man confronting another rich black man about a difference of opinion and it posturing like it's going to be a street fight, or LeBron at least is posturing towards that way or insinuating that. I don't like that, man. I don't like y'all. Both of y'all too rich and too smart to not be in that position, right? Pull them aside in the tunnel. Pull them aside in the suite. Wherever you want to do it, not in front of the cameras where everybody can see it. But I get a feeling that was by design. And you know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. What was your initial feeling on it when you saw the film, man?
I had to go back and watch and see what was said. I'm like, what did he say that was, I guess, that far out of bounds where LeBron felt the need to confront him at that moment? I'm trying to figure out what was said, what was shared in that moment. I didn't understand. So I went back and watched what he had to say. I'm like, okay, LeBron, come on, man. LeBron. And my thing is, look, your son's in NBA. That's the part. There's nothing you could do about that. Things are going to be said, comments, critique, criticism, whether you think it's out of bounds or over-exaggerated. That's part of it, man. Look, once he got to the college level, let's keep it honest, eh? Once he got to the college level, he's fair game. I know he's young, and I understand, but he's fair game. Now, unfortunately, you didn't give him a lot of time in college. You gave him 6 months to do college and really didn't give him the opportunity to really, you know, get that constructive criticism that he's got to get used to if, for some reason, got to the NBA. You didn't give him that. You pretty much shielded him from that. And he's still trying to do it now. LeBron, you're going to be out of the NBA in about a couple of years, truth be told. Let's be honest. All the time's going to catch up with you, and it is what it is. What are you going to do once you're gone? Are you going to go send text messages and emails and call studios and say, hey, don't talk about my baby boy. Don't talk about my son. No, Bron. That's not how it's going to work, bro.
Man, somebody got to pull him aside.
I mean, you're going to do this his whole pro career, even if he's not in NBA, he somehow end up overseas? Are you going to call overseas and make an international call? Hey, man, don't talk about my son. Come on, Brian. I'm just saying. Hey, I mean, what's your stance on this, brother?
Somebody needs to pull him aside and tell him this ain't AAU no more, bro. This is not the Peach Jam. This is not, you know what I'm saying? This is not high school, no, bro. That dude get a check just like you do. The government take money out of his check just like they take money out of yours. He can go join the army. He is a legal, grown-ass man. Every time you raise your voice about him, you give him agency to be a little-ass boy. You make him look like a little-ass boy. You know? Because if he felt disrespected, he felt picked on, it's a microphone he can walk up to right after the game and say that shit. He can say that shit. He a grown-ass man. He talk to the media if he wants to every damn night. So somebody needs to pull Bron aside, like, look, bro, we not in high school gyms no more. This is not the AAU circuit, man. There was a clip that rubbed me the wrong way about him a couple of years ago. I think either Bronny had to be a sophomore, junior high school, and they was at some AAU tournament. He's just walking this poor ref down, up and down the court. I'm like, nigga, you a billionaire. This man making $50 a game. Leave this man alone, bro. And it's just, I said this on social media. He's like this atypical millennial helicopter parent, bro. Anybody that be around kids, coach kids, know LeBron as the parent that you hate see coming when you coaching kids, because he can't shut up. He don't like any criticism of his child. His child is way better in his head than you know he is in real life. He is the parent you hate to see coming, bro.
Yeah, look, we unfortunately they out there. Unfortunately, they out there, and it's it's really nothing you're gonna. They're gonna forever be out there. They're gonna forever be an issue unless they found some type of paperwork saying, "Hey, parents, please, try not to berate the refs." I mean, yelling at coaches, that's not going to help the situation. You're not going to influence these referees one way or the other. So you're wasting time. Plus, you bring unwanted attention onto your child. That's not helping. But that's not going to matter because you're not going to be able to tell parents nothing. What's going on, Brother Tom B? You're not going to be able to tell the parents now. They're going to still do what they want to do because they're assholes. Most of them are just assholes. And it's, I remember when my son was on the circuit and I had to tell my ex-wife, "Hey, look here, man. You acting fool's not good for his recruiting. I just want to let you know this. It doesn't help." She didn't believe she thought I was just talking. It wasn't until we went when I made AAU tournaments in the Midwest one, and they had a seminar, and they told the parent that you might want to tone down on yelling and acting a fool and being irate with the officials and the whole situation, because that's not going to bring good vibes to your son. So I guess then she had to take. Are you hearing some noise? Are you hearing like a sound?
Oh, what? Hold on. Yeah, that's my window. My blinds making this crazy noise. Hold on, I got you, bro.
I'm like, am I hearing something? I'm like, what's going on?
All day. That's my comfort spot right there on the couch.
Is that where you do your thinking man pose at?
That's where I do my thinking man pose. This is where I solve all my damn problems right here on my elbow on the edge of this couch.
All world problems are solved on that couch. I got
you. The other thing the last thing that pissed me off about it is kind of like the reaction to it, where it kind of split between people like who I felt were the people with common sense saying, "Bro, that's a 20-year-old grown man, that ain't even worth all that extra for." And then you had people talking about, and I hate this phrase as an educator and a coach because I hear it all the time, "I'm going to defend mine no matter what." We've all heard that from a parent before. "I'm going to defend mine. I'm going to go hard for mine no matter what." That's a horrible message to send to your child. What you're basically saying is that your child can do whatever, fail at whatever, underachieve at whatever, be disrespectful to whoever they want to be. And no matter the consequences, you're going to stand there like a shield in front of your son or your daughter. And that's not a healthy thing to communicate to your children. And I kind of feel like that's kind of where LeBron is coming from. He's like, "Well, I got to defend my son." No, you don't. No, you don't. Because when you don't let your child hear the criticisms and the correction and get the fruit and tomatoes thrown at you in life, you don't know what it feels like. You don't know what criticism. What's one of the hardest things to teach a kid these days is how to handle criticism. Soft, man. Soft. Ask any coach coaching any damn thing. You could be coaching effing sailing, cricket. I don't care. Kids, soft when it comes to correction and giving you a hard opinion. "Hey, man, we lost that rebound there because you didn't box out." Now, instead of him saying, "Yes, coach, my bad. Now he's picking on me." And, it is, Lord have mercy. It is soft, bro. And we just have gotten away, I think, from this parenting especially sports parenting, where we've at least, I don't know, I can only speak from my experience, where people just kind of seem like they backed off and let their kids scrape their knee. Coach, I mean, the refs gonna make bad calls or whatever, but we're not just overbearingly just I'm 100% for my son, no matter what he do. He trip a kid on the court. He talking crazy to refs and get attacked, man. I couldn't even imagine, getting attacked with the refs because I knew as soon as I got done dealing with the ref, my father was going to have something to say to me that get your shit together. Now you got parents coming down in the stands and a kid got attacked. You see on Instagram every week somebody jumping on a ref at a damn AAU tournament. So it's just this idea of I need to defend my kids no matter what is dangerous and it's foolish to me. It always has been, man. And you're setting up the kid to failure.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. And fortunately, my son played for a couple great AAU programs, and none of them got into it. It never came to fists. Now, I'm not gonna say it didn't come to push it. And it was a time that I had to grab light skin. That's what I was going to say for myself. That he didn't come close. Because light skin had a problem. Light skin would get mad. I knew it was time to go because he played with a lot of passion and emotion. And so he was young when I got him on that major circuit. He was in the 6th grade. So when he's in 6th grade, you talking about a 10-year-old. He's 10. He was the youngest guy on the team, the youngest player on the team. And he would get upset and mad. His fist be balled up. That's when I know, oh, shit. His ass turned damn near red because he light-skinned. I'm like, hey, dude, you need to stop this shit. But I'm telling him, but I got to keep remembering, he's 10, playing with 11 and 12-year-olds out there. They all in the same grade, but these dudes 11 and 12s.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The red shirters. That's what we used to call them. Guys who got red shirt in the middle.
15, 8th grade driving to school.
15-year-old freshman. Yeah, 15-year-old freshman. I'm like, God dang, what are we doing here? But yeah, so I'm like, hey, dude, just chill out, man. But coach had to sit him down. I'm like, well, you ain't played the whole second half. The dog, look. You damn near almost got into a fight. What you mean? Don't get mad and talk about, well, you want me to talk to the coach for? I see what you did. So if you're gonna do that, yeah, you're not gonna play. A message got to be sent. I mean, it was to the point we had to have a conversation with the coach. He almost kicked him off. We had to plead with the coach. Coach, man, give him another chance. But he realized how talented he was, so he gave him another chance. Now, that was that come to Jesus moment we had. And at the beginning of the next season, he had to have another one. But it wasn't one of those bad meetings. He just went on prequels. Yeah, we're not going to have what we had last season happen this season. No, sir. And we didn't. So he was good. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, shit. About to go upset. About to get a man. That dude used to average a tech a game, man. That's what it was.
Damn, bro.
That dude get a tech.
Damn.
His whole middle
Lucky they have no NBA rule or some shit.
Man, he getting a tech a game, man. That's how it was because he would say some shit. He talking shit to the other team. They get mad. He throwing it. During the time, that's when the 3 goggles was good. He throwing 3 goggles up. We here in Kentucky, baby. No. We here in Kentucky. We throwing 3 goggles up. He's getting mad. He talking back to him. He hit him with the 3 goggles. You know what I'm saying? So now, he getting at him. But I knew once he hit that first 3, he gonna have a good game. It's on tonight. He gonna be hell on somebody. Now he talking shit. Now he talking this shit. I like, shit. Little buddy. Chill out. He ain't gonna shit. And then he messed around and he liked to play defense. So now he's playing press defense. He's all up on you. He getting fouls. I said, dog, you already got 1 foul for a goddamn tech. We can't mess around foul out because you got 1 tech and 4 personal foul. That don't make sense. He still to this day had to deal with that though, Abe. It's bad. He's 19 now in college. He had 4 fouls. I'm like, dude, you got 3 already. Why are you trying to take a charge and take a chance on? They ain't called a charge all game. And you trying to what the hell are we doing, dog? Stop this. You got 3 fouls. Don't try to take a charge. You the only point guard we got on the team for real. And he trying to take charges. Like, come on, man. We got to be smart in there. I wish I was at that game, but unfortunately, I couldn't make that game because they was already in the north, down there, Terre Haute, Indiana, and I had to work the next day. So I couldn't make that game. Right. But he know what I'll start. He'll look up in the stand. I'll just start pointing my head. And he knows what that means. Be smart. Don't do some dumb shit.
Yeah,
but
man.
It is what it is.
I think the problem is with the whole another big problem with, at least I think from LeBron's side of it is that most people, unless your child is and it's another thing, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. But most people, unless your child is a D1, high D1 athlete, at some point between the time they start playing with that ball at 5 years old through the senior year of high school, they've had a bad game. And some people in the crowd are telling you, if they don't know you the parent, they're like, that motherfucker number 34 sucks. Every person who's got a kid that's played sports, organized sports, has heard somebody else in the crowd wonder why your kid is playing like shit, or called your child ain't shit. And the way you survive that over a period of time is you learn how to not to just dismiss it, because you know that people have their opinions. Like, bro, my son's first year organized basketball was in 8th grade in the city of Chicago. There were few times when my son stepped on the court and we thought we had a chance to win, bro. It's my son at 5'11", at 13 years old, and 4 Asian nerds with him. You know what I'm saying? He go to one of these smart selective enrollment schools. He's got 4 little Asian dudes and his big black ass playing against like AAU level teams and shit. We just like, okay, this is gonna get ugly. You gotta listen to people talk about how your son can't shoot. Your son got pushed out of the box. Your son got ripped up again. You got to listen to that shit. 20, 30 minutes, bro. LeBron never had to do that because nobody is ever going to sit within voice distance of LeBron to be like, that nigga Bryce sucks. You know what I'm saying? Or, no, man, Bronny trash. He's not hearing that because, he's not sitting in the crowd. He's sitting on the bench. Now, I'm pretty sure there's been moments where people hollered some shit down and he could give him the look or whatever. But he ain't had to sit there like no regular dad and say, damn, my little nigga playing like ass today and I can't say shit about it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never had this. This is the first time he's having his 5th grade Bronny moment in the fucking NBA where there's cameras, lights, and TV shows and shit. He's figuring that part out in the worst possible way. And that's a learned skill. If you got a child that's involved, especially in traveling sports, people gonna say shit about your kids you don't like. You gonna have to just learn how to deal with it. And he ain't never had to learn how to deal with that.
That's a fact. And Tommy put in the chat where we at. Where is it at? Where we at? Damn. Yeah, where I had here we are. LeBron didn't have to post. Bronny was better than half the NBA. Well,
Well, we know why
you right.
Up until the last.
You right.
Up until the last trade, we knew he was a shitty GM. If he thought his child was better than half the NBA, don't let him make no more roster decisions. None. Like none, bro. Because you're a bad scout if you believe that shit.
Hey, he could think that all he wants, but don't say it out loud and prove people how dumb you are for making that statement. That sounds crazy.
And you know what?
He should have kept that shit to himself. LeBron, what you thinking about?
And my thing is, you're jumping hard with Stephen A. Smith, man. What's your boy from Boston? Jaylen Brown is sitting at a game with what's her name? Oh, big forehead girl from the Sky. one of our local star here. What's the girl? Angel Reese. So it's
Angel
him and
Reese.
Angel Reese sitting on the sidelines watching Bronny play, and it get picked up on a hot mic, and you could see exactly what he said. He said, "I don't think he's a pro. I don't think he's a pro at all, man." Did you confront him? You stop him in the tunnel? You grab his arm at post game for everybody to see? Hell no, because Jaylen Brown might put hands on you. But you wait till Stephen A. Smith get your panties all hot and bothered to say something to him. Shit, your peers done already told you your child ain't that good. Why you ain't dealing with them?
You know what he did? He in the All-Star game in the locker room, he gave him the cold shoulder, didn't shake his hand. That's what he did. He gave him the cold shoulder. So he went up and shook Jason Tatum's hand, who was sitting right behind Jalen. Yeah, and also he didn't shake his hand.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Petty.
Petty.
And
yeah.
You know what?
He felt some type of way.
I had another theory too. It's one more part, and that I think also might be bothering him is that we all want our sons to be good, right? Imagine operating in an industry where a lot of your peers' children are excelling. Gilbert Arenas got a lottery pick coming. Carlos Boozer got a lottery pick. Got 2 lottery picks coming. It's about 5-6 other dudes in the league whose kids are coming, and they gonna surpass Bright, probably Bryce too. And I wonder if that bothers him, because I always wondered if it bothered Mike that Jeffrey and Marcus really couldn't pull it together, especially Marcus. We got to give, man, Jeffrey was 5'11". We knew that shit wouldn't happen. But, Marcus had the legit size and ability, and we see where he at right now. So I wonder if it's kind of like bothering him that, because we all want our kids to be the best possible versions of ourselves. Your homeboy's sons hoop, and you want your homeboy son to be good. I mean, your son to be good as your peers and whatever. And maybe he sees that his peers' children are far surpassing his. And I wonder if he felt a certain way about that.
Yeah, I mean, look, I look at it like this, man. Just because you're a father, as a father, you play the NBA, don't mean your son's gonna do the same. We've seen too many we've seen too many times where that's not happened. And you know who wants to be more successful? The fathers who wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Dale Curry wasn't that good at all, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. It seems like the kids are the ones that are role
doing this goddamn thing, changing the league. I mean, multiple times we watched this happen, man. They just wasn't that good, but guess what? The son come out. Well, shit, the son was a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to work. Now, I think Bryce, hopefully he's on the outside looking in, watching what Bronny's doing, and say,
stay my monkey ass in college and out the way.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. I'm going to say, no.
In Arizona, and
Dale Curry was nice. He wasn't a superstar, but he was nice. He wasn't a superstar. This is true, and he was a decent player. Let me say that. I ain't gonna sit there and say the dude was trash. No, I would never say that. He was a decent player,
man.
Yeah. He's not his son. And let me tell you, he's about as good as his other son. Him and his other son about on the same level. Steph Curry's on a different level, so he's probably about as good as his other son. Is he the youngest? He the oldest? I don't know.
He is younger.
I think he's the youngest. I think he's the youngest. But he's about as good as him and his youngest son about on the same level.
They literally feeling it. Well, I wouldn't even say that because Dale Curry actually was getting much more playing time than the younger boy, Seth. Because Seth is just been a role player, 8th or 9th guy, gadget guy off the bench. Dale was a little bit more than that. He wasn't no star, but he was more than that. So
he was a consistent starter, for a while. Yeah,
right.
So yeah. I don't know, man.
I really think
as far as compared to him and Steph, yeah.
No, but I really think that's bothering him.
Different grade, yeah.
That's bothering him. Legacy. Guys like him always worry about what the legacy is gonna look like, man. And like maybe he looked at Mike like, man, I don't want my kids going out like that. And I hear you, man. But my thing is, this is where one of the big things that's changed my life in the last couple of years is the gratitude thing, right? And I feel like LeBron should be grateful. Number one, his kids even chose to follow in his footsteps. Both of them could be in the crib right now, fucking around playing Grand Theft Auto, being spoiled rich kids who didn't want to do shit. He literally could have had them type of kids. So number one, be grateful that your kids look up to you, want to follow in your footsteps, and enjoy the game. Take that as a win in itself. Yeah. But you can't force greatness on people, number one. And number two, like sometimes the genetic game, I think that's what's holding Bryce back Bronny back is the genetics. If Bronny was 6'4", we'd be having a different conversation. He's 6'1". He's 6'1" too. He's like a lot of other undersized Division I college guards that can occasionally put the ball in the basket, but they can't guard their position and they can't shoot their position. And that's him. So it just kind of take some gratitude with it, man. Like, you got two kids that, are going to play high level. That's better than most people. That's better than most people can say about their kids. You got two kids that's going to play Division I basketball. Bro, you like 1% of human beings can say that. Have some gratitude, bro. Have some gratitude.
Yeah. Well, look, we're gonna let LeBron live. We're gonna let him live. We're gonna get off this conversation. I'm sick of talking about it anyway.
Yeah, I've reached the end of that. But like I said, it's sad that's all that the NBA got to talk about. It really is, man. I mean, there's good. I think you have to be a basketball junkie to kind of enjoy some of the better stories that go under the, like what Oklahoma City was doing right now is actually like some 2K created player shit. They literally, they had like 30 fucking first round picks or some crazy shit, and they flipped it into like a championship level team, man. That's a great story. And
fortunate for them, they all panning out now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't many teams can say the first round picks that they end up drafting end up panning out for them. They're come to fruition. So fortunate for them. Fortunate for them. But look, let's talk about a little bit of college basketball, right? We got college basketball starting, tournament starting this week. Matter of fact, some conference tournaments already started. Some conference tournaments already have solidified their bid for the NCAA tournament. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like 4 conferences that had their tournament already. But with that being said, my son and them team played this Friday at 4 p.m. They played Freed Hardman in Tennessee. That's where they playing the game at. They played this Friday. I will not be down there, unfortunately, because I got to work this weekend. But I will be watching it. I will be checking it out online. Shout out to the modern technology, and I could just go pay my $8, and I can watch it online. Now, the games I was watching here online and streaming it. But I won't be able to do it this weekend or this Friday, the stream, because I don't get off. By the time I get off and get home and do all that, the game's already be on, and so I won't be able to do it on time like I want to. So I'm not going to end up streaming for you guys. We'll be watching it, and I will be rooting my son on. Hopefully they win. They'll put off the upset. They're a 16 seed. They're 16 seed. 16 going against a 1 seed. Yeah, they're 16 seed. They're going against a 1 seed, as you can see. The Grenadiers of IU Southie are 16. I'm a 16 seed going against a 1 seed. Freed Hardman, Tennessee.
Catch them sleeping.
Well, you never know.
Catch them sleeping.
Look here. they played in a conference tournament and they pulled off 2 upsets. They unfortunately couldn't pull off one more to end up the win in the River State Conference championship game. But that's how they end up getting in because the champion and the runner-up get an automatic bid in the field of 64 as far as the NAIA. That's how they do it. Okay. So congratulations to them for making it. My son's pumped. He's ready. I said, hey, shock the world. Make them boys remember your name. That's what I tell them. That's my words of encouragement. Make them boys remember your name. You know how you do it? This time of season in March. You know what I'm saying? You got at least 3 more years of making these dudes suffer. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 more years after this to make them do something. Make them remember your name. Create a name for yourself. You can do it starting today. On Friday at 4 p.m. Make them remember your name. So we'll see. Hopefully they win. We'll see. But with that being said, let's get on the major D1 schools. You know, that's what everybody likes to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Abe's gonna fill out his bracket. He's gonna be one of those ones that ain't gonna have no production at work on that Monday after selection Sunday. He's one of those guys.
Yeah, man, it's the time of the year. Interestingly enough, man, somebody said this to me last week. Like, hey, did you know most men get vasectomies around the time they started a basketball? So I'm like, well, I didn't know that, but thanks. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, man, I don't have a strong indication of who Duke. I mean, they're the most, I guess you would say, talented team, and I don't know. Like I told you, college basketball is hard for me because it's hard for me to grasp the narrative of who is who a lot of the time. But Duke just seems to constantly just have those people every time. And then now I'm starting to tap in on this St. John's team. I'm starting to like that. Every time I see your boy Calipari get interviewed, I'm like, I'm going to watch St. John's basketball. So
you mean Rick Pitino.
Yeah. Who did I say?
Calipari.
Calipari, yeah. Pitino. But like, I've always wondered, was the NIL and the freedom of movement gonna hurt college basketball this time of year? But I don't think so, because in college it's more the name on the front than it is on the back. So the brands of the teams seem to, I don't know, carry it through. But I don't know. I like looking back, I used to be like, oh yeah, we got Jalen Weber going against, Grant Hill and Christian Laettner. Like you knew kind of like the storylines, and it's hard for me to grasp them right now, man. I know who's good, but I just don't know the backstory on who they are.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing about with now, speaking of Rick Pitino, I watched that St. John's going against Marquette game, and they went into overtime. Mm-hmm. But I want y'all to see this highlight that I was I was watching the game. I think I was in there making me a good old-fashioned ham sandwich.
Not the ham sandwich.
Yeah.
The chunky ass sandwich, huh?
Yeah, man. A good old ham sandwich with some American Whip. Now, some people say they don't eat American Whip. Shame on you. You don't know what a good sandwich is. A sandwich just ain't a sandwich with the hanging whip American Whip. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
But that's what I was making me a ham sandwich while I was watching that game. And that game had me, I'm like, damn, I couldn't even finish making my sandwich, man. That game had me so intrigued. Going in overtime, I said, damn. And I thought, they were going to go into double overtime. Yeah. Marquette had the rebound, had a chance to get a last-second shot, but unfortunately, they didn't get to take the last-second shot. But I don't have to say it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I apologize for the bad graphics on her, man. I mean, it was kind of broken up in the store. I apologize, guys, for that. But for those who couldn't really tell what was going on, St. John's took a shot. It was a good shot. He took a shot. He just missed, right? You know what I'm saying? The worst he could do is go in a double overtime, so it's fine. took a shot. Marquette got the rebound and had a chance to come down there, maybe took a last second shot of their own. But unfortunately, it didn't happen because a St. John player was still playing ball. He said there's plenty of time. So he went and stole the ball, took the ball, and shot it. And so, as y'all seen the results, he hit the shot. Hey, this is March Madness, guys. This is what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Those last second buzzer beater type shots. That's what makes it so exciting.
Yeah.
My man J-Dub said boo to Duke forever. He also said boo to Florida forever. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
That man must have lost some money with them two teams.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like a parlay hate to me, bro. That sounds like a parlay that went left or something, man. That's random as fuck. Right. I hate Duke and Florida basketball. Those two fuckers I hate. That's random as hell, bro. It's on that man's ticket. It went left, bro.
J-Dub, that did come from left field. And the gay-ass Jayhawks. Damn. I mean, damn.
There's the three-leg parlay right there.
That's a three teams that let them down.
Parlay that went completely wrong, man.
Yeah, they didn't cover that spread he was looking for. They didn't cover the spread that he was looking for. So let me say this. It's March, guys. I know Kentucky is my team, and they don't play the Thursday, so they got to bye. Their tournament is down in Nashville. So I would have loved to have been out of that tournament. But, man, unfortunately, like I said, I got to work this weekend. I love going down to Nashville. Even I don't know if you ever been down to Nashville, had the opportunity to go down to that
it's
way.
It's on the agenda, brother. It's on the agenda. Look, you say less.
Let me say this. If you get the opportunity, man, definitely do it. I'm a man who likes live bands and good music. And so they got when you go down there to Nashville, man, they got a strip, man, of bars all on the strips.
Mm-hmm.
Man, nothing but good live bands gonna be in there. You're gonna get a variety of country music, blues, some jazz, some good old cover bands of R&B and all that good stuff. You know, they have a great variety down in Nashville, man. So any of y'all, my listeners, man, get the opportunity to check it out, man. Definitely do it. I mean, you're in for a treat. You will definitely be in for a treat, man. So I love Nashville. Me and my wife are usually get to make a trip down that way when we pick up kids or take kids back. We usually make a pit stop. We will be in Gatlinburg. This is what for her birthday, she wants to go to Gatlinburg. So we'll be in Gatlinburg.
I've heard of that.
For my wife's birthday. So this will be her first opportunity to get to go to Gatlinburg. I've been there a couple times. But I like Gatlinburg. Gatlinburg's a nice spot too as well. If you get a chance, go back, definitely check it out. Make sure you put that on your bucket list, eh?
It's on there.
Take the kids down, take the boy down there, and man, y'all have a good time, man, on the strip, and enjoy yourself. Get your money right now. You're gonna spend some money.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I've been told. I have been told, brother. Yeah.
But it's the memories you could build down there, man, is well worth it. So definitely make sure you check it out. But with that being said, man, look. This is college basketball's time to shine is now, come March. This is when they're able to take over, you know, and get the ratings that they surely deserve. I like college ball better than NBA. Now, football is different. I love pro football over the college football game. But as far as the college game, man, I'm gonna be really in tune, man, really checking it out. And yes, I'll be one of those guys who be filling the brackets out on Monday and hoping I could get a little change out of it. I put about 2 brackets in normally, my dream bracket and my reality bracket. The one the bracket you fill out with your heart, you hope happens, but you know it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
And the one you're like, man, I can't. They got money on the line. Let me go and try to win.
I don't even know how you do it now with so much parity at the back end now. How many 16, 15, 14 seeds we seeing win now, bro? Like, I don't even know how you could call it half the time. You really got to look at who been playing like shit from a Power 5 conference and seeing can the 15 or the 16 pull it off, because it's definitely on the table now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I look at it like this, man. You got to really pay attention, because it's funny, these 9 mid-major teams, man. Most of these mid-majors are now in big conferences, right? Like the Houstons. Houston used to be one of those sleeper teams. Well, now they in the Big 12. You know what I'm saying? You remember Butler back for a while. Now they in the Big East. You know what I'm saying? Your Xavier's in the Big East. Your Marquette's in the Big East. So now you got these teams. Most of these smaller schools are now in major conference now. You know what I'm saying? So those are the teams you really got to watch for. You know what I'm saying? And with the NIL thing, it kind of brought it back to some type of level playing field, because some of these small, major, mid-market teams, man, they in the Final Four. And once you make it to the Final Four, man, anybody can win it. Anybody. So, that's the thing about it now, man. The parity is really worked itself out. Now, on the college football level, it hasn't got there yet. And I don't know if it ever will. But as far as basketball, there is plenty of parity. And when these small teams come up and beat you.
Yeah, I think there's less athletes to go around football than there used to be.
Well, that's true.
It's just less kids are playing the game, so they're monopolizing more of the top talent at the big schools, man. Because, I'm seeing kids, and I don't know if it's just me or not. And I remember, I don't know, maybe this is a getting old thing, because, I'm seeing kids coming out of high school. Yeah, this kid's playing linebacker, and he's, 6'2", 190? I'm like, damn, they going to go throw like 25 pounds on him before next year, because that's a free safety in my world. I don't know what y'all talking about. See, like, kids are getting smaller, but they are getting faster or whatever. And then another thing with these mid-majors with the basketball thing, and I hadn't really had it pointed out to me until recently, how you got, say you run into a Western Michigan or something like that or whatever, man, whole roster 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, half your roster is 25, 24, 23, the COVID babies, dudes on the 6th, 7th year. Like, your little, Power 5 kids coming in. You got 6 freshmen, and you run into these 8 grown-ass men that's getting ready to figure out how to pay a mortgage. That's a different basketball game, man.
Well, I don't know if you heard a couple of spots where I've seen interviews with Rick Pitino. Speaking of Rick Pitino, he said, "Man, I'm not taking high schoolers." He said, "I'm not gonna waste my time."
Risk mitigation.
He said, look. He said, "I'm gonna take these elders, 22 and 23-year-old young men, who's already have they're self-established, who knows what it is to be in college, who already knows how to, time manage, who's already he's equipped with dealing with the pressures of the college game, the pressures of being a college student, the pressures of having a significant other, a girlfriend, or some of them even wives. You understand what I'm saying? They having kids already. They already know how to manage all of that and still get on the court and do what I need for them to do. I want them guys.
Yeah.
I want them adult college kids. I don't want these babies in college. I don't want them. They too much of a burden. They increasing my gray hair count, and I ain't got time.
Yeah, bro. 17-year-old strong is a lot different than 23, 24-year-old strong. That's two different types of strong, two different types of mental, you just maturity level, man, But at the end of the day, team that's probably the favorite to win it all is full of young guys, Duke or whatever, but they have the best of the young guys. So I guess if you can't get the best of the young guys, get the good old guys, because the maybe young guys gonna get you fired, it seems like.
Said the young guy's gonna get you unemployed.
Yeah.
They could be like my man Kevin Keefe. Just last year he was in the Final Four. This year they fired his ass. I'm like, how does that work, man? This man just last season was in the Final Four. Now y'all send him to the unemployment line.
Cold world.
You know what the cliche is? What have you done for me lately? Even if it's 7 months ago.
You could have told me 3-4 years
it's
ago.
Dirty work right there, eh?
Yeah, look, you could have told me 3-4 years ago Juwan Howard was going to be have a gray beard when Michigan let him go. Because you make a run like that, you're alumni, you're winning. Man, you like Tim Harbaugh. I think I'll stick around here for a decade and a half or so. Boy, they got him up out there quick, didn't they? They got Juwan up out there real quick. It's a hard world, man. It's a no, you cannot fall off, man. Especially in basketball. Football, you got to design a program and wait 2-3 years for recruits to cycle in, so they give you a couple of years. Boy, basketball, what was your record last week? That's about all they care about. That's all they care about.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of football, let's get to it, man. Let's get to the greatest sport ever played. That's always going to be played, and that's NFL.
I'll argue with you on that one.
Look here, guys. We had a lot of action going on. So before I get to my mock draft, let's just go over some of the action that's been happening. One of the things is, man, Davante Adams joined the Rams. 2-year deal worth $46 million. Adams signed a 2-year, $46 million contract, including a $26 million guarantee. Congratulations, Davante Adams. He's no longer killing us from the Green Bay Packers standpoint. So I can now have some sense of cheering for his ass. He's with the Rams. I think that'll be a tremendous upgrade. They're about to release Cooper Kupp. I don't know if you've seen that.
I was just going to say, man, they really must not like his ass because it was like, come on over here real quick, man. They told your man that he is expendable. He is expendable.
Some nasty work out here.
Figure it out on your own. Shit.
Good luck to you. We appreciate your service.
Man.
Thank you for helping us win the Super Bowl a couple years ago. But you know the old cliche. What have you done for me lately?
Exactly.
This guy right here, Mr. Myles Garrett, he said, man, I need to get to a winning team. I got to get up out of here. He said, hell with you, Cleveland. Y'all ain't shit. Somehow, some way. And money talk, bullshit walk. And he stayed at Cleveland. Garrett signed a 4-year, $160 million deal, $123.5 guarantee, making him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL. The deal also reported include a non-trade clause. So, Garrett, you're not a man of your word. Huh? You decided you want to stay because why? They put another zero behind it. And now you saying, well, Cleveland's not that bad. Even though
I was just gonna say, Cleveland's not bad.
Yeah,
he ain't got no Joakim Noah in him.
I ain't gonna have to work long in the wintertime anyway. Reason why? Because we ain't gonna be in the goddamn playoffs. So by the end of December, I'll be selling New Year's in some warm state like Florida, Arizona,
right?
California.
I'm in Tulum by New Year's, baby.
Yeah. My New Year's will be spent in a different state.
Oh man, they still ain't.
I'll be sleeping in Airbnb for about 5 months, and when that 5th month hit, I'm out.
Lord.
Ain't no need to be setting up permanent resident because I'm not gonna be here once my career is done. Because Cleveland ain't shit. But I love that money.
Oh my God,
dude, he's got to be the dumbest GM in the world, man. This same guy who signed Deshaun Watson to this big guarantee has just signed my man Myles Garrett to a 4-year extension, $123 million guarantee with no trade clause. Man, what was you thinking? This dude already told you I don't want to be here.
Well, Jesus,
that's crazy work,
boy. Very much so. I guess that tells you all it needs. Man, that's how much money it costs you to get somebody to live in Cleveland. $120 million guaranteed. That'll get me to live in Cleveland for 4 years. That's all right. And I'm only got to be there 5 out of the 12 months. Shit, I'll make it work.
Hey, my man Jay does said money talks. Yes, it does. There was a famous wrestler that says everybody got a price. His name is the $1 Million Man.
Somebody's got to pay, baby.
So Miles Garrett said, I'll be your Huckleberry. I'll be your Virgil $1 Million Man, and I'll be in Cleveland for them 5 months. When it's time to go, I know December gonna come around. I know we ain't got nothing to worry about. I'll be on the first thing smoking up out of here. Got to go.
God, dog.
That's crazy work, but that's what it is.
My theme of tonight is gratitude. I did not wake up today a citizen of Cleveland or a Cleveland Brown fan. Lord have mercy. Oh, God. That's a tough existence.
With that being said, let's keep going. Shout out to my man Tommy B. I'm sure he'll like this one. Seahawks trade Geno Smith to the Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders get their quarterback. They didn't get one in the draft. They said, Shedeur Sanders, we don't want your ass. We want us some Geno Smith. He's the guy of the future. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But we'll see. Geno is now a Las Vegas Raiders. He said to hell with the Seahawks. We going to Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Shout out to Elvis Presley. Viva Las Vegas. We'll see how that works out for him, huh? But with that being said, the Seahawks had to make a counter move. The Seahawks said, hey, I'll give you Geno Smith and I'll raise you a Sam Darnold. Seahawks has signed Sam Darnold to a 3-year, $100.5 million. He said, I want my money. In Minnesota, you don't appreciate me? That's fine. You take that J.J. McCarthy guy who won with the Michigan Wolverines last year. That's fine. He coming in all broken up, disgruntled. We don't know what's going to happen because he not played one NFL game. You don't know what's going to happen. He may not pan out. But y'all going to have to find out without me. Oh, I forgot. They got Darnell. What they got? Dante Jones, the old Giants quarterback. He's a damn bum. Look, I'm glad because Minnesota's in our division, so I want them to be trash. Shout out to Minnesota for making a bad
It's looking they going that way, man, because, I don't know. My thing is, I was always skeptical about J.J. McCarthy because I never watched the Michigan game, and I said, damn, he's put him on. He never put the team on his back. He was in the system. He was handing the ball off. I mean, he was hitting the throws that he needed to hit, but I never looked at him and was like, yeah, he's going to be the QB1 for a really, really good team, man. Oh, is that what? Hold on, what did he say?
Shedeur's future cowgirl. Next eventual replacement. Damn.
Is this part of the why? Is this why he's what they say he's dropping in the draft? Okay.
They got the 12th pick, so we'll see.
Trying to drop his.
I don't think Dallas gonna make that. I don't think Dallas is gonna make that decision. But for my man World Class, we will be talking about who the Bears have signed. Don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about who the Bears signed. We signing a Super Bowl roster, World Class, for your hate name. But we're gonna get to it. Don't worry about it. You be patient, my brother. But I don't know, man. As far as Shedeur, I really think a lot of teams are going to be a little hesitant, and the reason why because they're concerned about Dion, right? You know what I'm saying? Is Dion going to be like what LeBron is right now?
Lord, good Lord, can you imagine?
Is he going to be a pain in the ass like LeBron is right now? Is that the type of guy and parent that Deion gonna be? I don't know. I don't know. I hope not, but it's possible. I mean, it's possible. We'll see how that works out for him.
He gonna be giving us a hard time because the older boy didn't get. It might not get. Was it not Shador, but the safety. I forget his name.
Shiloh.
That's
Shiloh Sanders.
Shiloh might be a high priority free agent or some shit like that, man. I heard he didn't test well at all. He didn't test. He didn't even go to the. They let him go to the combine. They didn't even let him go to the combine.
He wasn't even invited. He didn't get an invite. Right. He said, "We good. The only Sanders we need here is Shador."
Damn. Lord have mercy.
We don't want to mistakenly send you an invite thinking it's somebody for you, but we're gonna make sure it says Shador Sanders and not Shiloh. So yeah, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, brother. Don't waste your goddamn time. With that being said, Philadelphia said, "Hey, Cleveland, y'all look like y'all paying and giving out money and giving out draft picks. Let me throw this deal at you." Philadelphia are trading backup quarterback Kenny Pickens to the Cleveland Browns for quarterback Dwayne Thomas Robinson and a 5th-round pick.
God damn. That boy been on 3 teams in 3 years, man. Kenny Pickett, man.
The disrespect.
Boy. He didn't look bad when he jumped in Philly, though. He didn't look bad when Hurts went out. He didn't look bad.
He had his moments. You know what I'm saying? He had his moments.
Ain't no AJ Browns or Barkley's in Cleveland, though, brother. Ain't no Barkley's in Cleveland, man. Shit, you ain't got no Bailey. Got a Devontae Adams. You ain't got no AJ Browns though. Lord have mercy.
Look, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for him, man. I mean, you go from winning the Super Bowl now to
Cleveland,
playing for Cleveland. I tell you this. Let me say this. We know they overspend on quarterbacks, so when Deshaun goes out, maybe you be the next one to get a paycheck. And you go for the money now that you got your ring, so it don't matter. I'm like this. When you come to the league, make sure you go for a team that's going to at least give you opportunity to win the Super Bowl. And once you win the Super Bowl, say to F the team, I want the bag. I won't get paid. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing. With that being said, speaking of somebody got paid, our old quarterback, Justin Fields, said, I'm joining the Jets. 2 year, $40 million. Shout out to Justin Fields for getting your bag, young boy. I'm happy for him. Yeah. I am happy for the man. Well deserved. Hopefully he can latch onto the team and really get an opportunity and do some things, man. We'll see. We'll see. I hope he does. I'm sure he really wanted to be more so. Yeah. I wish he could have worked out at Pittsburgh though for him, for real, man. Because with that being said, DK Metcalf is now with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But they don't have a quarterback, though. Hey, what are they going to do? Is Russell Wilson going to come back? Are they going to?
That's what I feel like they're going to do, because you had to have had some guarantee you were going to get a specific quarterback if you're going to make that move for having, like, you're not going to have a second round pick throwing a DK. And the other one, the other knucklehead on the other side, I keep forgetting his name, but you had to have gotten a guarantee from Russ. I mean, where Russ gonna go now? The Raiders, that door is shut. I mean, do we really want to go to the Giants with nothing over there? Jets door is shut. It just makes sense for him to stay there, man.
It makes sense. I mean, unless they're going to make a trade for some other deal. But, what I'm hearing is, the Jets are interested in Aaron Rodgers. I mean, the Pittsburgh's interested in Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Oh, my God. Mike Tomlin going to have that bad and a headlock by week 3, dog. Come on. I don't. That's all it do. I can make noises. Just I don't know, man.
I wouldn't mess with him, man. That just, to me, any given day, that dude could retire. That's just the way he is. His mind, it works, man. He just, I would leave him alone. I said, man, good luck in all your endeavors. I'm a pass on this guy.
I think
I'm gonna sit this one out.
I think Minnesota might be the spot, man. Like, you got a younger kid that can quote unquote learn from him, even though ain't nobody. I don't know. Like, I don't think sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for 1 year is going to change the arc of your backup prospect or whatever. But I mean, like I said, it's a situation where you set up with offensive weapons, all first team, all pro weapons, and you lost Sam Darnold. What else is out there? What are you going to do? You going to let JJ run it, or you need an NFL vet? And like Russ and Aaron is what's left, and I think you might go with Aaron over Russ.
I don't know, man. It's definitely going to be interesting how that works out for them. But
yeah.
I don't know. Is Aaron Rodgers going to take the same route that Brett Favre did? Go to the Jets for 1 year, just like Brett Favre did, and then turn around and go to Minnesota? It's possible.
Gotta fulfill the prophecy, dog. Gotta fulfill the prophecy.
That's crazy work. But
there's nowhere else for him to go. Where you gonna go?
That could be his reality. That same footsteps that the guy who he followed and replaced, and he's taking the same course as his.
Let's go to Cleveland.
Well, now Cleveland got the Kenny Pickett now. They know they. I mean, could you imagine have to pay Kenny? You have to pay Deshaun Watson because ain't nobody gonna take him. I mean, what are you gonna do? His money's guaranteed, so you might as well. You gotta play him.
I don't think he never plays.
Deshaun?
I think Deshaun never plays another down of meaningful football for no other team than the Cleveland Browns. Like, once it's over there, there ain't nowhere for him to go, bro.
Yeah. Nah, I mean,
nobody wants their massage parlors in danger like that, bro.
Add to the happy endings. Coming soon to a city near you, Deshaun Watson.
But yeah, I mean, it's like musical chairs, and chairs keep getting sat in, and at a certain point, Aaron Rodgers is gonna say, "Okay, well, Minnesota or maybe the Giants or whatever." And I don't know. Would his ego put him in a position where I'm gonna go to the Giants because it's a bigger market and I get to stay in New York? But who the hell is you going to? Well, they got neighbors, but is that team ready to compete in that NFC East? I don't think so. So it looks like
he's gonna go from one non-playoff city to the next.
I mean, it's like I said, it's musical chairs, and Justin Fields and Sam Darnold, and sit down real quick. What you want to do, player? What you want to do? Because it ain't that many jobs left. Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's not that many jobs left. So I don't know what he's gonna do. But speaking of man with a job, a great job at that, my man Josh Allen from the Bills signed a 6-year deal. Nearly reported $330 million. The deal is worth $300 million with $250 of it guaranteed. Talking about another man who had to go out there and get his bag.
Yeah.
Hey, you got.
And you know
what?
You
got to pay. I know what you gave Lamar. I know what you gave Patrick Mahomes. I know what you gave Jalen Hurts. I know what you gave them other guys. But hey, I got to get my bag too. And 6-year deal, $330 million, $250 guaranteed. Hey, get your money, man. Get your money. They can afford it.
I mean, on paper, if you really think about it, on paper, from the measurables, he's probably the most physically gifted quarterback in the league. and he's an MVP candidate every time he steps on the field. It's one of them situations is what else was you going to do? Like, who was you going to get to replace him? Like, if I'm his agent, I'm just like, what you want to do? Like, where else you going to go with this situation? What you want to do? You know? So they got to give him his bag. They got to give it to him. Is it nowhere for them else? There's no upgrading that situation. Give him his money.
Hey, he had them boys in the trick bag, and so guess what? He made him trick on them. Shout out to that brother for getting this goddamn money. I don't blame him.
Yes, indeed.
I don't blame him.
They got to find
guys, with that being
wide
said,
receivers, though.
You said what?
Got to find him some real wide receivers, though.
Yeah. I look at it like this. The opportunity in the draft is going to be there. They got a few good receivers in the draft. So I can see them drafting one this year, especially that late in the first round, that pick that they're going to get. I think they in there like 29th or 30th pick. So, they're going to be all the way down there. So I think some good wide receivers will fall to them at that
maybe
at that slot. I wouldn't go out there and try to trade for one. There's none that I would consider trade. I wouldn't trade for somebody like DK Metcalf. It's not going to do you no good. Devontae Adams, neither one of them not going to do you no good.
Right.
Just get your young boy that's going to bring in and develop with the new contract that Josh Allen got. He's going to have 6 years to work with that guy. So I think it'll be a better move than just drafting one.
Yeah. But here's my thing. You watched Philadelphia last year really, really hurt people with the running game. And the Bills do that, but you're playing with fire when your quarterback is really your best running threat. Maybe you trade up and get your boy from Boise State. Maybe you give, hey, Josh Allen, I don't need you running for 90 yards a game. Turn around, let this boy run for about 70 or 80 of them, Find you a difference maker at the running back position,
Well, they got a good – look, James Cook to me is a good running back. So they got a running back. And then they got your boy Davis. Used to play Kentucky last year. So he's a rookie. So, they got a nice little 1-2 punch, man. They just got to hand the ball off. The offensive coordinator, he called the ball, allow him to
That's true.
Hand it off.
That's absolutely true.
The quarterback option, just stop pulling out and just a little damn. Should I say pause there, Avon? Am I just too old for that shit? I don't know.
No, it just didn't register till you pointed it out. But yeah, I feel like they just need something, right? Like something that when you playing the Bills, you have to stop Josh Allen and something. You play the Eagles, you have to stop Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. You play the Ravens, you have to stop Lamar Jackson and help me out here. I'm having a hard time. The running back,
Derrick Henry,
right? So you have to make a choice. Or I have to stop these two. When you say Buffalo, I have to stop Buffalo and a bunch of randos at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know disrespect. I know they're all quality NFL football players, but there's nobody really on the Buffalo offensive side of the ball. We like, okay, here come this one. Like you don't have that dude, and I'm trying to figure out how you find that dude. But
that's definitely
stop throwing the ball 80% of the time too would be a great idea.
Oh, for sure. That's definitely going to be the key, man, as far as that situation. But with that being said, we talked about a lot of other teams, but we need to talk about the most important team in the NFL.
Oh, shit.
The most historic team, the all-time most Hall of Famers in the NFL. We got to talk about them guys. And we all know who they are. The greatest team in NFL history, the Chicago Bears. Guys, I did a mock draft, like I said, on Saturday. And so with this mock draft, of course, it was probably a 2 free agent, but I'm going to talk about some of the free agents that we did sign. So let's go with it. So a couple of free agents that we did sign, that not trade, but sign. We had to go out there and get us a center, right? Bears added Dalman, offensive lineman. Dolphins arguably the best free agent center available will ink a 3-year, $42 million deal with the Chicago Bears, including $28 million of it guaranteed. So we had to go get out there and get a guy who's going to be the quarterback of the offensive line. And we felt like Dolman was that guy. We had excited. So I appreciate that. We got 2 guards in trades. So 2 great guards, man. One, is probably a little up in age, but that's okay. He'll be 32. You know what I'm saying? I know it's probably a little older in NFL years, but he still got a few more years because we've seen offensive linemen play about 20-something years in the league. As long as they can move side to side, that's all they worry about.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we got 2 guards that we end up with, Jackson and damn, I can't think of my man, other dude from Kansas City Chiefs. I can't think of his name. It'll come to me. Yeah.
Was it Tillman? Yeah.
So we signed them guys, or traded for those guys a couple of days ago prior to the draft. So that was good. We got 2 guard positions that we really needed. Now we got our center. So now I'm looking for us in the draft to draft the tackle. Now, I'm going to definitely talk about it. But let me go and talk about this a couple more guys that we signed.
Right.
We signed a defensive tackle that was released from the Atlanta Falcons. And Jarrett joined the Bears, signed in a 3-year, $43.5 million deal. Like I said, after the Falcons released him. He wasn't on the market long. Grady Jarrett wasn't on the market long. They said, big man, we need you. We need some role players. We need to give my man Dexter an opportunity to get some rest. We need my man Billington the opportunity to get some rest. So we need you to come on down, man. Get a couple snaps in. I believe that you can help us tremendously. So with that being said, we had to sign us a defensive tackle. But not only a defensive tackle, we got us a defensive end. Now, I'm about to mess my man's name up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Odie Bo, I guess, something like that. Y'all see what it says. God damn it.
Odeyingbo.
Something like that. What Avon said. That's what his
definitely
name is.
Definitely a Nigerian. That man definitely vibes out as Nigerian. Like, so I saw that somebody on Facebook put that. Somebody on Facebook put, tell me more about him. And like, well, he's African.
I apologize, brother, for gutting your name up. Shame on me. Charge it to my mind and not my heart. But he signed a 3-year, $48 million deal. Man, shout out to this guy. Played defensive end for the Indianapolis Colts the first 4 years. He is now the Chicago Bears. Is going to help us with that. Now, in the draft, I still think we still need to, be looking into drafting a defensive end, a good pass rusher in the draft. And according to my mock draft, we are. Even with these signings, I still think we could still use some offensive lineman help. But with that being said, before I go to the draft, let's talk about this. My man Eddie George decided he's going to leave Tennessee State
that sucks.
And take his skills down to Bowling Green. That's Bowling Green, Ohio, guys. Not Bowling Green, Kentucky. Bowling Green, Ohio. University of Bowling Green has now got Eddie George. He's back in the state of Ohio. Even, he's back to the state where he played his ball at, where he won his Heisman. You know what I'm saying? That man had to go back to home. He's waiting for mama to call, really. He's waiting for your boy Ryan Day to get kicked out or fired, but unfortunately he won't get fired out this year because he just won a title. But just in case for some reason they feeling frog and they need to make a move, Eddie George said, I'm right down the street.
Right down the street.
Let me know.
Come on, lad.
Yeah, you just let me know. You just let me know when I need to head on up to Columbus.
Well,
I'm on my way.
Unfortunately, what I heard is that it's related to, we don't know if Tennessee State going to exist as a university in another year or two.
Lord Jesus.
They don't have, I think they said they're going to run out of cash to run the school, I think, sometime next summer, man. So it's just.
That's crazy.
Apparently they're owed a couple $2 billion for the state of Tennessee that the state of Tennessee doesn't want to give them. It doesn't believe they own. It's a whole hot mess. It's political. It's got financial issues all over the place. Your boy had to get up out of it. They weren't going to be able to pay him. They literally weren't going to be able to write his checks anymore because of the write his salary. I think they fired the band director, which is at an HBCU a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a tough time.
Even the band director can't get his money, man. That's crazy work.
Yeah.
And we know how they feel about the band directors.
Right. It's a damn shame, though, man, which kind of throws me. I'm going to just go on this quick tangent. You know, we got, I don't know if you're familiar with Chicago State University, right? Chicago State University not only is probably there are high schools in the city of Chicago, in the Chicago area, that have more students enrolled than Chicago State University, and they want to play Division I football in the next 2 years. And I'm just like, why? Like, football's expensive. You ain't got no money. What are y'all doing, man? But it just goes to point to tell you, man, it's just the money that people think is in the game versus how expensive it is to run it is two different things, man. Like Eddie George said, y'all can't do. I want to make sure these checks don't bounce.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can't blame them. I mean, you know, when they gave, you know, Deion Sanders hell back in the days when, you know, a couple years ago when he left Jackson. Look at guys. It's not like the money's flowing like that at these HBCUs. It's not, man. So you can't fault this man for looking at the bigger picture. He got to do what's best for him and his family. And if that means he got to go get them white dollars and he gonna have to go get his white man paperwork in order to do what he got to do, so be it. I don't blame him. I didn't have no power when he left because I understood. There's a bigger picture.
Yep, absolutely. Deion understood it too. You know, he knew his brand would be amplified more in a place that had a bigger microphone. You know, Jackson State is a lovely university with a great vibe and a great mission, man. But sometimes the microphone is only so big, man. It's only so big. Sometimes you got to make that move to maximize yourself or whatever. But I just don't like the thought of the idea that our HBCUs can't even afford to, you know what I'm saying? They can't even afford to have a big traditional one like Tennessee State can't stay in the game, man. It's not like this is like some NAIA school or whatever, man. They were in the same conference with Eastern and Illinois State, I believe. Probably still was it the Ohio Valley Conference? You know, like that was pretty good football there for a real long time. So it just, I don't know, man. We got to get our house in order, man. If everybody wants these HBCUs to be a place where our children can go and thrive, whatever it be, athletics or academics, man, we got to have our house in order, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, I look at it like this, man. These guys come down to the HBCU level. Look, let's admit it, man. They're stepping stone programs.
Yeah.
The internships. Yeah. Let's keep it honest, man. Yeah. They come to get on that college level, to get that experience, and eventually they're gonna have to graduate on to bigger and better things. You can't blame them. Not everybody's going to be the Eddie Robinson of the HBCU. They're just not going to do that. Those days are gone.
Yeah.
So they got to, you know, when you find a nice hot assistant, jump on him while you can.
Yep.
Enjoy the ride as long as you can. Make all the money you can while he's there, because you know eventually you're gonna have to get hooked up on your LinkedIn and find you another candidate, because he ain't gonna stay long. Please believe you me. As soon as that dude start winning, he going 5-30 in the next 3 seasons. I bet you run him up out of there. Yeah. You ain't gonna keep him long. Yeah. But guess what? You ain't gonna keep him long if he's going 30-5. It just ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just so let me tell you this. Keep your list of candidates on a short list and always keep one in your pocket, because as soon as that guy start winning, one of these big programs gonna come calling. And your purse ain't big enough to really compete.
Yeah, same thing with Michael Vick. Michael Vick go down there and turn Norfolk State into a winner. Hey man, Virginia Tech. come calling, you know.
I'm coming home.
Come calling, you know. Shoot, because it makes for good theater, makes for good television, man. You know. So it's just, you know, you have to. This is a really important discussion in sports that a lot of people who call themselves fans never really grasp is that where you're whoever you're a fan of, what is their place in the social order of sports, whatever, right? Illinois fans have a hard time with this, especially Illinois football fans. You know, it's a tough place to recruit. Yes, you got Chicago, St. Louis, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Detroit, all within 3 to 4 hour drives. You should be a top 10, top 15 team every year. The problem is, so is Notre Dame in Michigan, my brother. So that being said, you have to sometimes accept that, and I think that's what's going on with Illinois football right now. They have accepted becoming Wisconsin. Wisconsin is not Ohio State. It's not Michigan. It's really not even Penn State. But what they will do is show up every year, win 9 games, go to somebody's bowl and be left alone, which is a much better situation than they were 5-10 years ago when they had randos just popping up coaching every 3 years. So people have to do this with that whatever sport team you are a fan of, is it you can have big dreams, but is it viable that your team becomes greater than what it is? You know, if you're Iowa State football, will you ever become Alabama? No, but you can become Iowa. Iowa's competitive every year, and the fans have to make their peace with that. It's just a damn shame. You got these people up here in Illinois, man. Every time you get some kid who's a future NBA lottery pick, and they know damn well Illinois basketball ain't getting this kid. They went through this shit with at least 4 or 5 recruits in Jabari Parker, Derrick Rose. Illinois fans, we can get them. We can get them. They lose them every time, and you have to remind them, you're Illinois, dog. You're not Kentucky. You're not Duke, bro. You're Illinois sports. You're University. You're a decent program. That's what you are. And the only thing that really changes that arc is money, right? And if you don't have the money to make that transition, like our HBCU schools don't have, yes, we would love for Jackson State to, on a year-to-year basis, compete with Ole Miss. We would love for Grambling to be on the same level as LSU. We would love for Howard and Hampton to be on the same level as Maryland and North Carolina, but there's a lot of money in between. It's a lot of money in between. And like I said, get your house in order and make your universities a good jump-off point, and they'll improve over time. But, you know, getting mad at Eddie George and Deion Sanders for using those schools as platform is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Hey, it's part of life, man. It's part of life. Yeah. I know anybody's gonna stay at a job when they have the opportunity of making way more money, sometimes 2 to 3 times the amount of money. Who's not going to take that?
I was on Indeed at work today. Say less. You know what I'm saying? I was on Indeed at work on the clock.
He said, I'm at work, working my job while trying to find another.
Right.
Lord Jesus.
What say, bro? It's like, we all do it.
I know another individual who does shit like that. Her name is Mrs. Inc.
Who is that?
My wife, she does that shit.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Hey, man.
My God, damn.
Always keep your options open. Always got to keep your options open.
I know that's right. But, guys, with that being said, let's get to it. Let's get to this mock draft that hit done 1.0. We got to talk about it. So, in my mock, my first pick was, or is, a man, Mimbu, offensive tackle, Missouri. That was my first pick in my mock 1 draft. Now, like I said, this is prior to, No. I did all for the Chicago Bears. Every pick
okay.
I
I'm
pick
gonna
is
say,
for the
damn,
Chicago
you done
Bears.
jumped in the rankings. Okay.
No. It's for the Chicago Bears. That's who I picked for the Bears with the 10th overall pick for them to draft. What is this? Man, I'm on this Whatnot app. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be checking it out, trying to find records.
Oh, okay.
So I thought I'd seen an album, but I might like. My wife said,
okay.
I know you're gonna get on there. That's what she always tell me. But that's a different conversation. But that's my first pick. I said we're gonna need an offensive tackle. I like Braxton Jones. I still think he's a viable lineman for us. Now he's not our first or second best lineman. He's our fifth best lineman. Maybe he can work. So maybe we won't take offensive tackle. But I think if we do, I think we should probably trade down. Maybe look at your boy Booker from Alabama. I like him, especially if we trade down. You know what I'm saying? Stay in the top 20, but no lower than really 15, 15-ish. You know what I'm saying? In case somebody does want your boy Austin Gentry. Because I look, I know people say we need a running back. Nah, I'm good on running back. Not in the first round anyway. So, but that's a different subject. Let's keep going on the fantasy draft. So with my second pick, the 39th pick of the draft, I got us selecting Ohio State defensive end, Jack Sawyer. So I watched this guy play in a championship game, as well as the game he played against Oregon. Okay. This dude's a monster, man. This dude is a monster. I love this guy, and I love his motor. He plays not the most athletic, but, man, he has a motor on that don't quit, man. And I think we need somebody like him.
Teach that shit.
No, you can't. You can't. I've seen guys we had supposed to be the most athletic end up being the biggest bust for us, like your boy Little. Used to play with Tennessee back in the days. I'll tell you another one. I don't know if you remember. I think he would play at Ohio State. That's Alonzo Spellman. You remember him?
Oh, jeez.
Defensive end back in the days.
Look like Tarzan, play like Jane.
Man, look, terrible. But look, you had a guy who got in the fourth round from the Florida Gators, and Alex Brown, and he was probably one of our best defensive end most productive defensive end that we had in a long time, especially as far as the draft anyway. So he kind of reminds me of him, probably a little bit more, not as big, you know what I'm saying, but probably a little bit more athletic than Alex Brown. But I like this guy's motor, so that's why I had him as the second-round pick. My next second-round pick is his teammate from the team, and that's Travion Henderson, running back from Ohio State. 41st pick of the draft. I do too, man. I do too. Was hoping that the North Carolina's running back will fall to the second round, but the way I'm seeing it, man, he's gonna go late in the first round, so we probably gonna have a chance with him. So, and I'm okay with that. But I do like Travion Henderson. Out of the two running backs at Ohio State, I like him better. He's a little bit bigger as far as height and as far as weight too. He runs like between 205 and 210. The other guy's like 5'9", 200. But I like Travion just a little bit better. I like his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. So I had him as my second round pick. Let's keep going with this mock draft. I had to get a local guy from the state of Kentucky, and that is Deion Walker.
Woo.
Walker
is a belly on that boy.
Hey, boy, he's my third round pick, big nose tackle, man. Look, I remember watching his freshman year, man, and they said he's going to be a lottery pick. Unfortunately, he's dropped this past season because he had a down season. I think it was just an anomaly. I don't think that's the norm for him. I could see him wreaking havoc on the defensive front. 6'7", 338, 6 pounds, even. That's a lot of man you have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times in college, he had to deal with double teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like him as a possible defensive line addition. With that being said, let's keep it going. Now, we don't have no 4th round pick. We end up trading that, and that's okay for we got offensive lineman out of it. I'm okay with that. So with that being said, we go into the 5th round. And in our 5th round, I had to draft us a safety because I don't know what's going to go on with Brisker. I don't know if he's going to be all the way healthy when he does come back. So with that being said, I said we need to get us some defensive back help. And I like this young man, Billy Bowman Jr. from Oklahoma. Boomer Sooner.
Is that white boy?
No, he black. He black.
This is how y'all okay. All right. I was just looking like
he can't knock the white boy because I seen that white boy from Iowa who Philadelphia got was a rookie. That dude balled out in the Super Bowl. So I ain't gonna, hey, Jason Sehorn was the last great white quarterback / safety.
Yeah,
we bringing them back, baby. We
bring back the great white defensive backs again.
we spin the block on the white defensive backs. You remember the last one we had? His name was Jim Plunkett.
Yeah, no. I still got. You know what? I should let it go since it's not my Bears fandom anymore. But
oh shit,
that son of a bitch, Chris Conte. I swear to God, I was convinced at one point that I could, me and Chris Conte was in a bull ring. I think I could run that dude over as a 27-year-old overweight person. I thought I was able. I was like, you know what? Give me 5 yard running start. I'll press his ass because he was not interested in the physicality of football at all, dog. At all.
So you think you could take it?
Man, look, I know I'm talking crazy, but like there were moments I'm like, this motherfucker right here is pissing me off, bro. He's pissing me off. I'm pretty much gonna run that dude over if I wanted to, man.
Hey, you know something? The thing about him, he had his moments. He had some moments at times like, I'm like, damn. But then the moments like, oh shit.
Moments that really took, man, when he gave up that touchdown to Green Bay, I was like, man, dog, he gonna have to just get the fuck out of town at this point, dog. Like he's just cooked for no reason, man. Lord have mercy. But I don't know, man. Like the thing with was it Brisker? Those are concussion issues, man. And he plays a very violent brand of football. I don't want him to wind up like your boy down. Well, that's a 2 different situations. Your boy, remember Bob Sanders down at the Colts, man? Where he plays so hard, so violently that his body couldn't sustain it. That's kind of the thing I worry about Brisker, man.
For sure. I hate, man, because I like Brisker. Brisker was one of those type of safeties every team would love to have, man. And he played like it relentless, just threw his body all over the place, man. And so he got that concussion, man. It really hurt my feelings. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be hesitant and play the same way when he come back, or I don't know what to expect from him. So with that being said, that's why I felt like we needed to go out there and draft us a corner. I mean, a safety, man. It was a must. But with that being said, we got our 7th round picks because we no longer have a 6th round pick due to trades. With that being said, my first pick in the 7th round is defensive tackle Najee Stackhouse, big fella from Georgia. I remember this play when he got that interception, man. He tried to run. I don't remember him running all the way back, but he had some decent yard. Look at his coaches up there running with him. Go, big fella, go, big fella.
Go.
Run, big fella, run. I know that's right. So Najee Stackhouse is going to be my addition to the defensive line. Look here, guys, you can never have enough defense or offensive line.
No.
So with that being
Super Bowl taught us that. Super Bowl taught us that Philadelphia had about 6-7 dudes. Just put them on the line. Just let them go and just let them kill Pat Mahomes, bro. You know, that's gonna stick on me a while because I ain't seen defensive linemen just go nuts like that in a long time, man. So it's a copycat league. People definitely gonna start loading up on that defensive line. If you can't block for the quarterback, it don't matter if Jesus Christ back there. If he ain't got no blocking, it ain't happening, bro.
For sure, man. So we added him. But with that being said, we've been talking about getting a third wide receiver. So I said, alas, and Mr. Irrelevant final pick is LaJohn Webster. So
I remember.
He's a wide receiver from Colorado, man, and he's not big. He's like 5'11", you know what I'm saying? But he's fast. Yeah. And so, I think he can help us on special teams as well as being a third receiver. If he don't make it, he's only a 7th-round pick. We didn't lose much. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we didn't lose much on that pick. It was the last pick of the draft. It is what it is. But, hey, there's nothing wrong with getting depth at the receiver position as well. So with that being said, I thought we needed to add a young man such as him to the roster. And that's my draft 1.0, my mock draft that I put out there.
I think most Bears fans would be happy with that playing out the way it does. I mean, your most important thing is, can the defensive line do anything? Can we keep Caleb Williams upright? And I think that definitely addressed that. With your boy, you come in, you don't think they completely are going to try to recreate the Lions' offense, right? But I wonder, where's your elite tight end? I know everybody loves Komet, but where's this tight end that's your game changer, your Kelsey, your guy in Oakland, or the guy in they have in Detroit, Laporta or whatever. He made me a lot of money last year. The Lions made me a lot of money gambling last year with that offense, bro. But I've always been waiting for the Bears to go find another tight end to go with commit. If you go ace formation, too tight, one back, whatever. Can your backside tight end threaten as much as your primary tight end? And I don't know if they found that guy yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting, and that's I definitely need something. I kept in mind while I was drafting, because I was looking at that, man. I like the Penn State tight end Warren. Yeah. Now, if we was to do that, we're gonna have to get him in the first round. He's not gonna make it to the second round at all. He's not a second round tight end. So with that being said, I think we would definitely need to trade down in order for that to make that happen.
Yeah.
I can't see us using our 10th pick in the draft and picking him up. Trade down would definitely need to be in the work. So trade down and maybe get somebody's first or second round in order to trade down. I'm sure there's some possible suitors out there that's maybe looking to move up, depending on how the draft goes. Definitely, I'm gonna keep that in mind for my next mock draft 2.0, who's coming up pretty soon. I don't know when, but I will be working on it. Now that the signing of certain players like 2 guards and center that we have all secured. I think I definitely need to keep that in mind as a strong possibility of looking at a tight end in this next coming mock draft that I'm gonna put together. But before I go, I definitely want to do a couple things. I gotta make sure I display my album and Funko Pop of the Week. Yes, but I want to talk about this track star. I don't know if you've seen the video of the track star who was running in track and she struck a girl with a baton.
Oh no! You got the clip of it? You got the clip of it, brother?
We're gonna check it out. Hey, unfortunately, I got a clip.
Okay.
But let's go with the album as well as Funko Pop.
Money in the power. Money in the power. I ain't doing it. Money in the power. Money in the power. Money in the power. I got it like that because I was 21 and still stacking 30s. Bought my brother Barbara Lee down from New York.
So, album of the week is Scarface is Back. Mr. Scarface is back. As well as Funko Pop of the week is Al Pacino, who is Tony Montana in the movie Scarface. Classic movie, classic album. I had to match them up. With that being said, Ava, I seen this video. My man, shout out to B9 for sending this video to me. And I said, let me download it. We got to talk about it. Before we go out tonight, we got to talk about it.
Okay.
What is going on? I know it's all about winning at all costs. But is this going too far? Let's go to the beautiful bean footage, brother. Let's go.
Feelings. So you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right?
Alayla Everett is a decorated athlete and senior at IC Norcom High School. She would have never thought her trip to the Class 3 track and field state finals last Tuesday would take a drastic turn.
They're going off of one angle.
Alayla visibly emotional because of this video from the meet. This was a 4x200 meter relay race, and she and a Brookville High School athlete were rounding a curve on the track when they nearly collided with each other.
Okay, after a couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit.
It appears intentional, but Alayla says it was accidental.
But I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. I didn't have to see your first video, second video, 10th video. I know 100% that she won't do this to nobody.
Her parents outraged at the backlash. The IC Norcom relay team was disqualified, a ruling that a local USA track and field official finds questionable. He says a play-by-play look shows that the Brookville athlete was running closely to Alayla.
If a person comes up on the outside, they got to be a full stride ahead of me before they can cut in front of me.
The other family spoke with the news station in Roanoke asking for an apology from Alayla, something she wants to give, but she says the other athlete hasn't been receptive, blocking her on social media, and instead the Everett family was served with court papers.
And now we have to go to a city 3 hours away that everybody hates our guts already.
They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video.
As we got around the curve, she kept bumping me in my arm. And then finally when we got off the curve, I slowly started passing her, and then that's when she just hit me with the baton and I fell off the track.
Kaylin ran off the track and her mother ran onto it. Team trainers came to her aid, and the opposing school, IC Norcom, was quickly disqualified. But the damage had already been done. I could feel like a headache coming up, so I just set out. But I recently went to the doctor, and they prescribed me with a concussion and a possible fractured skull. Now her parents are looking for an apology. They've got one already from the IC Norcom athletic director and the opposing athlete's parents. Now they just want one from the coach and the opposing athlete herself.
They were beside us at the event. They were watching the video at the event, but no one apologized or came to check on her. Even if it was a fluke or freak accident, you still would check on her.
But there's a couple things that I noticed in that, and shout out to they had 2-parent homes, right? I give them credit for that. The mother and the father was both there in support of the both children, right? That's a beautiful thing. I love seeing that, especially us blacks. That's not common for us. But what I didn't like was all that goddamn fake shit they had on that goddamn head. Come on, ladies.
That's these young girls these days, man. I tell you, it's Lord have mercy. Woo.
The baby hair press on shit, man. Y'all got to let that shit go. Y'all need to
taking that shit to the grave, dog. I hate to say they are taking that shit to the grave. They done hit a lick, dog. They done hit a lick.
She should have knocked that shit off her head instead of goddamn hit it with the time. Knock that bullshit off. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm going too far. Hey, boy, that girl drew back. Talk about I did it on accident. Bullshit. You did that shit on purpose. Now, when that girl hits you and bumps you and you feel some type of way, that could have been the case. I don't know. But yeah, your response was intentional. You had bad intentions.
She got an extension. She didn't just, oh my gosh, she reached out and touched somebody, bro. That was extension involved in there, bro.
Hey, the bad part about it, she didn't even turn around to see if she was okay. She said, "Fuck her, I'm going. I'm still going." Oh my God, damn! What? Hey,
I can't get over the noise. I can't get over the noise.
Now they did wrong for that.
Clip the first time, bro. I ain't know.
They did wrong. They know they did wrong for that. They put that like some metal hitting something. I said, whoever did this, boy, they dead wrong. Whoever did that clip ain't shit.
I didn't think Baton sounded like that, man. Lord have mercy. Ooh.
But I guess that day it did, because she cold cocked her, went upside her goddamn head. She said, "I dare you cut me off."
Oh my God. I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to win a race.
Remotely close to that, bro. And I'm just like, nah. I mean, you know, people break certain rules. But in fact, my homeboy's younger, his oldest boy just got dropped on his damn head at the state wrestling meet. Apparently that was illegal. But I didn't know you couldn't, remember Lex Luger used to put you on your shoulders and shit, the rack or whatever. You put Shorty in the rack and just dumped him on his head. Apparently that's illegal.
I think what they call it, a backbreaker?
Torture rack. Yeah, the torture rack, bro. But I can't think of anytime I've seen something in my day remotely close to that. That was wild. That was absolutely wild, man. Oh my! And then to act like, I didn't do it. It was just I stumbled. Now you looked at her and extended. You know what was going on, man.
Oh no, for sure. She had bad intentions.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I hope she wasn't a viable recruited athlete, because after that, I don't think she's no longer a viable recruited athlete after that. Ain't nobody giving her no scholarship after that shit.
Nah,
going to JUCO after that. That's a JUCO. That's your JUCO demotion right there. Jesus.
Yeah. She got to get back in the good graces.
Yeah. And
now the parents talking about they mad because they got to go 3 hours away drive to go to court. Man, your daughter was wrong. I mean, what do you expect? That's part of the inconvenience you got to deal with when you do some stupid shit.
Right. What do we start the show with? We talked about the idea of parents. I got to defend this is a perfect example of what I was saying. Look, man, I watched my son give a good playoff foul 2 months ago in a game. And when I went back and looked at my little tape, I was like, you hit that nigga in the head for real. It's like, you hit him for real, dog. It's like, you shouldn't have did that. So it's this idea that if you know your kid messed up, there's nothing wrong saying, my child messed up, let's make amends. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Now you sitting in front of a TV, no, my daughter, bro, the whole world just saw you, ding, a chick with a fucking baton, bro. We all just saw it. You making it worse. You making it worse. You making it worse. You made it worse for you.
Trying to justify it.
This is what I was saying earlier, man. You can't. There are limits to our protection for our kids, especially when they are fucked up. Just sometimes you just gotta accept my kid fucked up, and how do I bring them back to a better place? That's it, man. That's all you gotta do. Lord.
Yeah, for sure, man. And
I'm gonna hear that sound all night now, bro.
Hey, man.
Oh my God.
That was some wild stuff, man. It's funny. We had a show yesterday on the Peep, and I said, man, look, y'all must not realize how some of these girls are a lot more volatile than they used to be back in the day.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? The boys be. I said, I don't watch these girls just start knuckling up. They going from the shoulders now. They ain't playing
at all, bro. Like, and they want to put the show on. You know, they want the phone to be on. They want to be on social media, Breaking Bad on a chick. You know, they really like. They enjoy these moments, low key, man. Look, our young ladies are thugs now, bro. They straight up thugs, man. And you better really tune in with your girls and let them know what's up, what's down, what's left, what's right, what it means to be a woman, what it means to be a lady, and how to stay out the way. These chicks out. I seen some shit the other day with some girl down. I think it was up in Madison, Wisconsin. The damn running over people, killing them. Like, I think she got 3 bodies where she be stealing stuff and be driving away and runs people over on the way out. And that they finally caught up to her, I think, on the 3rd one. I think he lived, but I think she had 1 or 2 bodies where she had ran people over on her way running from the police. Like, they different now, bro. These girls different.
That's crazy work, man. Crazy work. Ah, man. Hey, I thought I'd never see the day that the young ladies out there getting volatile like that. But, you know, look, the girl said, I got to win by any means necessary. And it went like she ran her down. Her intentions were bad. She ran her down and got upside her goddamn head. It wasn't like, you know, she was struggling to catch a man. She was so frustrated and had estrogen flowing. She said, I'm going to get this bitch.
You know what, man? Now I'm starting to think about other incidents. I think I saw a couple of years ago, a couple of white boys here in Illinois. One of them stole on the other one at a wrestling match, knocked the boy cleaned out, cleaned his clock or whatever, man. So it does happen, man. But Jesus, that was just you. Now we got weapons involved. You know, like, Jesus.
Look, they better hope that's all she does, get a little money out of it.
Yeah.
And they don't lock that girl up, man, for aggravated assault, man. That's crazy. Lucky she didn't get locked up on the spot.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe a simple battery, they fine her or something or whatever, but it just
give us some community service or something.
Community service, yeah. It'll be this. If she's smart, she'll make it the topic of her college essay. How I fucked up and made it right again. It makes for a good college essay, man.
Hey man, her ass gonna be a future Tiffany Haddish. She gonna be. She gonna be the Tiffany Haddish. That's what she gonna be, a future Tiffany.
Oh man.
You don't listen to me, I'm going upside your goddamn head with this baton. You're gonna take all this goddamn.
We're very lucky to be rid of her here. She's finally about our face. I see that. Yeah, man. It's just my thing is this, bro. And this is again, this goes. I'm trying not to be political, but as a party, if you know you got this damn fool out there acting a fool, spending money she ain't got no business spending, and basically carried on like a damn fool. That's all I can say or whatever. Get rid of that girl. Come on, man. How they let fuck up an entire town for 2 to 3 years is beyond me. Like, go get your girl, man. But yeah. Hey, look, they starting to react to the music the way our sons did back in the 80s, you know, the 80s and 90s. They, you know, the music used to make them want to twerk. Now I make them want to steal on folks, bro. Like, it's just a different time, man. It's a different time.
For sure, man. For sure. That's crazy work too, man. That's crazy work. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you being here tonight, brother. We talking about this good sports.
I had stuff to get off my chest. I had to get it off my chest, man.
Well, man, I'm glad I was able to give you an outlet for you to do that, brother, tonight, man. I appreciate you. coming through, hanging out with me once again. I'm gonna continue to do my thing on the sports side, and I think I'm gonna do a show Wednesday. We had a crazy show on Sunday that I definitely need to speak on, and I think I will highlight a Lapeef Sunday show that I was on. I will probably drop the link for anybody who want to come up and talk about it. But yeah, I definitely probably gonna have to. That's probably gonna be my subject. I'm gonna talk about on Wednesday. I'm gonna probably go about 6:30. Y'all guys know I usually go early on Wednesday because I know normally Wednesday, if JR has a show on Wednesday, I'm usually on it. So we'll go early on 6:30 on Wednesday, and we'll have that conversation. Man, we got to talk about what happened. Not the whole show because it was like an 8-hour show, but there's some conversations that was had the last 2 hours that we definitely need to talk about, man. Definitely going to talk about it. But with that being said, Avon, I appreciate you being here tonight, man. You have a safe night. Take care of yourself, brother. You be easy, brother. All right?
All right, man.
All right, big brother. Take care.
Yep.
You too.
Take care, y'all.
And guys, with that being said, man, I appreciate Avon coming up, man, hanging out tonight, man, kicking it with me on the sports scene. I appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, I'm going to have a 2.0, mock draft 2.0. Now, I probably won't do a show on it. I'm probably just going to release a video on that one. But I can't wait to do that for you guys. Going to have I'll do another draft. Especially, I'll probably wait till about maybe sometime next week. I'll drop it to, let some of this free agency stuff die down and get settled before I release and shoot that video. But I'm definitely going to shoot a video for sure about it. We're going to definitely talk about a mock draft 2.0 for the Chicago Bears. But with that being said, I'm glad you guys are here tonight. Y'all be easy and be safe, man, and appreciate it. Do me a favor before you go. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you know somebody who's into sports, like I'm into sports, or like you guys are into sports, make sure you share the channel, man. Make sure you share it and make sure you tell them to subscribe, man. Hit that and all notifications so they can get the notification when I do go live. With that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Right on.